No. Get out of bed. Get out of bed. It's the first level. The first one started like this. Why does it have to be so difficult? Just get out of bed.
Jason!
Why is he still looking for Jason? It doesn't.
Jason!
Yeah, hello. Can I pre-order a game, please? Heavy Rain 3? Yeah, do you know if he finds Jason in this one? Oh no! Really? How long have you been in here? Not talk? No? Great. Well, what do you want from me, exactly? No! I am not playing Knack, or I'm not playing you. What exactly are you? Because you're not Knack, you're more of a Knack box. Do I call you Knack box? Knick Knack? Count Knackula! Fair enough.
Knack is a game developed by monsters.
Go back from whence you came, foul beast!
Knack is an inspiring game that came out in 2013 alongside the PlayStation 4.
And what better way to show off the PS4's capabilities than by playing Knack?
The director and writer of this magnificent game was actually the architect of the PS4, so there's no way this game would have any trouble running on it. Mark Cerny, the aforementioned director and architect, describes the game as a little bit like Crash Bandicoot and a little bit like Katamari Damacy, with a touch of God of War in there. One thing I really enjoyed is that the tutorial level is super easy and isn't at all stressful. Not dying 8 times is great and exactly what you want in a tutorial level, which really sets up what you can expect from the rest of the game.
Right, well I think that's enough fun for one day. There's a limit to the fun one can have. So yeah, off to bed with you. This game is nothing like God of War!
Unless what you mean by a touch of God of War, you mean there's absolutely no reach to your attack. Oh yeah, I can totally see similarities. Look everyone, Kratos has arrived. Oh, and just like Katamari Damacy, you turn into a giant ball of spiky death. Not! This stilted ball of bastard isn't going anywhere. Am I seriously meant to believe that this is meant to be an attack and not just an attempt at suicide? Oh, and just like Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah, go on then.
And let's talk about this, your health bar. It means nothing, because all enemies will absolutely decimate you. Just look at how much it depletes after getting hit by standard enemies. You get massively punished. Why? Here, you don't even know what this enemy does. It just shows up and blows the shit out of you. There is no sense of progression. Throughout the level, your health bar will be about 1,000 different lengths, and regardless, you'll still only take about 2 hits to be killed. And when you die, which will be all of the time...
Seriously?
Not only does the game punish you when you get hit, but when you inevitably die...
Seriously?
You get shoved back to an unnecessary far point in the level. It becomes so tedious. In a trial and error game, you wouldn't expect it to be so cruel when you die. This is meant to be for kids, I think. It's just a whole lot of walking back to the point where you were. That is, if you can survive, which is doubtful because... But Jim, I hear you yell, this game looks super easy. A kid can do this.
No! No!
You see, after every movement there's a huge delay. When you jump, oh, you have to wait for his animation to finish before you... If you're going to make a game like God of War, then you have to make it intuitive. You have to make it so the character itself can react based on what's happening. If every time I jump I have to wait for Knack to pick himself back up again while 4 enemies surround me, there's no way I'm gonna survive. It's not like, oh, here comes Kratos using his amazing attack. Oh, God. Move, you Knack bastard. And how am I meant to do anything when there are ranged enemies that are firing at different times and speeds? Between the delays in movement, the massive damage you take, and the fact that even when you hit an enemy, if he's attacking you at the same time, he'll still kill you. It's any wonder I got through the fucking tutorial.
I've never played a game so terrible before, and I'm not saying that for dramatic effect. It's fucking terrible.
But this is cool. I'm a giant Godzilla Knack. Now all those stupid enemies that decimated me before shall be destroyed. Do you know what happens though? Because I mentioned it earlier on. Now that you're massive, the game scales up the enemies too. So you're just as fragile and useless as before. Look at that health drop. It's pointless. Just get rid of it and have it so he slowly whittles down back to a little Knack. Because otherwise, this happens. The architect of the PlayStation 4 made this game to show off the PS4, so he made a game it could barely run. It's the most counterproductive thing I've ever seen. The way the game looks and plays is something you'd find on the PS1, which is to say, if this was out around then, it probably would have been acceptable by the standards of that time.
Still would have been shit.
This launched with the PlayStation 4. How did the console get as big as it did off the heels of this? This is the worst example of showing what the PlayStation is capable of. No feedback, shitty character design, and I don't know if you've noticed, but I've not even touched the story because it's not even worth going into.
Sometimes Knack talks, sometimes he doesn't. Honestly, for the first hour of this game, you'll just assume that he's a silent protagonist, but then all of a sudden around the 1 hour mark...
Time to finish this! That's better.
Your ears doth not deceive you. That is the actual voice they chose. What the fuck am I even...
You could have chosen any other voice, or better yet, no voice. This is so hodgepodge together, it feels like they just changed their minds halfway through. Oh, we've decided to give Knack a voice, and we're trying to model him after Cyborg from the Teen Titans.
I wish they changed their mind about making this fucking get... Oh, hey, Knack. I thought you were sleeping. I really, really like Knack. What the fuck? Go away! Box! Come on, Knack. Box. Where are you? Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Knack's not a very good game. Okay? It could be really good. The music's fine. The character design could be good. I like the general idea of the mechanics. It just needs more. Just needs so much more. Okay? It's not your fault. You're just the box. But I just want to say, okay? I just want to say that Knack probably could have been one of my favourite games if I was a kid who was really good at games. Like really good.
Oh man, it's really nice of you to say. That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted you to say nice things about my game. It's nice to be appreciated, you know? There's all these really cool games, you know, like Zelda and Mario and Sonic. These were all considered really good games, and I just wanted to be seen as their peers, you know?
Didn't know you could talk all of a sudden. Fair enough. Look, I definitely consider you their peers. Well, Sonic's. 'Cause he's dead! Knack off.
Oh shit.